For nearly 40 years, Lee Corso gave college football fans more than analysis, he gave them perspective wrapped in humor and instinct. His knack for turning a matchup into a metaphor and a helmet into theater made Saturdays more colorful. As the sport begins a new chapter without him, the first full week of action unfolded like one of his segments, full of hard truths, bold statements, and unpredictable turns that separated the sturdy from the stylish. In Columbus, Ohio State silenced doubters with a defensive effort that will echo for weeks. The hiring of Matt Patricia once drew laughter, but his scheme throttled top-ranked Texas in the red zone, stopping Arch Manning and company inches from pay dirt. It was not just a stand, it was a statement: Ohio State is built on grit. Manning flashed brilliance with a late touchdown drive, but the young quarterback learned that talent alone cannot bulldoze past experience and resolve. Down in Atlanta, Haynes King gave Georgia Tech its most electrifying finish in years. Erratic at first, he steadied himself when it mattered, slicing through Colorado's defense for a game-breaking run that drew roars and revived old memories of Yellow Jacket quarterbacks who could take over with their legs. With Clemson on the horizon, his daring play style has fans daring to believe. Not every program fared as well. Wisconsin and Cincinnati both served as reminders that coaching changes are gambles. Luke Fickell's Badgers struggled to inspire despite a win, while Scott Satterfield's Bearcats sputtered to defeat, leaving both schools searching for direction. The promise of new leadership has so far looked more like a stalled rebuild. Florida State, however, delivered the shock of the weekend. Mike Norvell, once written off after a miserable season, found redemption with a bruising upset over Alabama. The Seminoles controlled the trenches, overwhelming a tied team that looked sloppy under Kalen DeBoer. For Alabama fans, patience is wearing thin as losses to unranked teams pile up, a contrast to the stability Nick Saban once guaranteed. Over in Death Valley, Brian Kelly finally earned a signature non-conference win. LSU's victory at Clemson may not have been flawless, but it was fierce, the type of win that builds belief and redefines expectations. Kansas State, meanwhile, escaped North Dakota by the thinnest of margins, a narrow survival that left as many questions as answers. Through it all, the weekend carried Corso's spirit. Some teams showed themselves to be dependable workhorses, others flashy rides prone to breakdowns, and a few, like King's Jackets, thrilling mysteries waiting to be solved.